Hello everyone. My therapist said talk to myself and just talk through things, but this seems to be a way of like talking through things when just as an outlet, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna talk for long, just a very short video. Famous last words, I know. But yeah, I'm trying to like navigate being unemployed. I mean, there's no that about it, like I'm unemployed, and I'm just since the contract ended in my previous job, I feel like it's hard to like create a routine when you're. I mean, I only worked for 6 months, but you have that routine, don't you? And then I have the routine of the course on Saturdays, and then like these last like couple of weeks, yeah, a couple of weeks. And it's not to be dramatic at all. It's just kind of talking through the last couple of weeks. Like I've obviously tried to find some routine with doing some uni revision, putting more time into YouTube, just doing some other bits and bobs. But yeah, it's definitely tough. Like, sorry, I shouldn't say like. Try not to say like, but I just sorry. In the background, I've got the Baller League. Some of you might have seen, like the KSI's football league thing, which is six-a-side. It's really good fun, actually. I've been watching it for hours. I think I started watching it before my therapy session, which was at 6, and it's now, and I finished at like 7:15, and it's now like 20 to 9. Not that I've been watching it the whole time, but pretty much, I think. Yeah, it's really fun. The games haven't been the most interesting, but I still love it because it's football. But yeah, I think anyway, off track. I think I'm trying to like not necessarily get used to not having a job, because I want to keep searching, obviously, and I am searching, and I've actually got a call tomorrow for one of the positions that I applied for. So I'm hoping that hoping that will go well, and we'll go from there. But even so, I find that I'm struggling. I think I spoke about this a bit on one of the lives, but I find that I'm just like I'm struggling because I feel like I want to work in a school and work in mental health and something like that. And that's something that I'm waiting to hear back on, and it's uncertain. And the more time that goes on, the less money I have, and the more stressful. The more I say, the more stressed I'm gonna get, because yeah, I dictate how I'm gonna handle these things, don't I? So, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just quite tough. It's sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, okay, this is quite scary, because I need to be earning some money, obviously, and I want that purpose back, which I was getting from a full-time job, and that is something that I need. Like, I'm obviously enjoying the things that I'm doing, like the YouTube, and like seeing my mates and spending time with my girlfriend, and doing the, what else am I doing? Like the more creative things, and etc etc, like doing, yeah, just stuff, and getting on and filling my day. But then I'm also finding that it's weird losing that routine, and losing that purpose that I had. Don't get me wrong, like the 9 to 5s. Sorry, that boy just did man just did a really nice skill move. Sorry, this, I'm not good with distractions. Oh, there's an ad now. Okay. But yeah, I'm finding that it's just difficult to navigate this different routine, and then having to create a routine. It feels a bit like uni. And that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out a routine. There's been like obviously a couple of days, like the weekend, where I haven't been looking at jobs, but then I really want to get onto that. Obviously that call tomorrow, and just prioritize that, and prioritize really getting a job, because I I'm not going to be able to afford to not have a job for very long. Yeah, I know this isn't really going to be of use to anyone. It's just kind of me, and it's also not like a self-pitying thing. It's just I like to have it as an outlet. And then part of me is like, well, do I even need to like share that? Why am I sharing it with others when I've already kind of got the benefit? But then I guess some people might be in the same position as well, and I think some people might also, from like a selfish perspective, might be able to offer some advice. But I kind of know where I'm at in terms of prioritizing applying for jobs, spending the time. Like, I'm not going to spend, as I've said before, I'm not going to say I'm not going to, but I want to prioritize the jobs and doing things that I need to be doing, and then have this as like the creative outlet and like self-care sort of thing, and the hobby, and keep it as the hobby, and yeah, I think also almost like trying to see it as things like football and meditation, things like that, which, because I think I've kind of slipped into like prioritizing it too much, which has taken away from me applying for jobs. And as much as I've enjoyed doing this, I want to kind of like take it back a little bit. But that could be quite hard to do. And you've seen today, this morning when I was waiting for my mate to arrive, just pushing out all those shorts and all these kind of things. But I do find it quite fun just to do that, and just to share stuff. I enjoy it, like this, even just talking to the camera and talking to all of you. It's just fun to get it out there. Like, even if I wasn't to upload this, I found it helpful already just talking things through. Yeah, I think it's good, and it's it's nice. It's nice to do it in a way where, obviously, like, I'll have these conversations with other people and like people in real life. Like my partner, for example, my partner. I never say my partner, my girlfriend. But it's nice to kind of do it to the camera, almost like a blank screen as well, and just kind of talk through my thoughts. And yeah, and again, like I can talk to my family about it, my friends, but it's just a different way of doing it, and there's not going to be any response right now when I'm doing it, which is also useful because it gets me to really like tap into like the stream of consciousness and what's going on for me. But I'm finding, it's just trying to figure it out. I just really want to get a job. I really do. I miss it. I miss working, and I miss that element of having a purpose and feeling like I've got that routine, because I like the routine, and I know that some people don't like that routine. And routine is different for everyone, isn't it? You can have a routine without having a 9 to 5. Of course you can. You can create your own routine, but I think my days are looking quite different at the moment, which is nice. I'm very fortunate in that sense that I'm getting to do things that I wouldn't have been able to when I was working full time, like all the things I've listed before. Wouldn't be able to do it as much. So yeah, I think it's just different. It's different, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I want to push. I say push myself. I'm sorry, Mike. You've got in my head again, mate. Using push myself, but I do want to push myself to find this job and to pursue either working in a school or finding a different mental health job. I find that it almost feels like, I know I haven't done loads of job searching, but I feel like I've exhausted the mental health jobs search, and there's just nothing really, apart from like a couple that I've applied for, and even those I wasn't mad about. there's nothing that's really catching my eye and making me think, yeah, that's it. And I don't even think that's me being picky, to be honest. I don't feel very picky. I don't know. I'm struggling. But yeah. Apart from that, apart from the kind of job uncertainty, which seems to be an ongoing thing and has been for a while, even when I had that job before and I was as a dryer, washing machine finishing, which is good. You might have heard a little beeping. Yeah, I'm just processing it a bit more that I don't have the job and kind of I do miss working, but I'm also glad that I'm not carrying on with that job because I'm ready for something new. Even though it was 6 months, I'm ready for a different challenge and to really throw myself into the next thing. But yeah, I think it's just not having uni the last couple of weeks, and the job search and the not having the job are two things that have kind of thrown things off a bit, and it's just strange, like not doing that, I think. And I thought I'd pick up a camera and talk about that, but gone around in circles, I'm sure. But yeah, unemployed and trying to find purpose. Maybe that's what I call it. Yeah, well, definitely found elements of purpose in this like uncertain time, but it's just different, isn't it? So yeah, thank you all for listening to my little stream of consciousness, what's going on in my head, and I don't want it to be a kind of a sad video, because it's not. It's just talking through things, and I think you can't always be feeling great, and you can't always be like I felt that my energy, I felt pretty lethargic last couple of days, just not felt great for various reasons, but and like obviously a lot of the time I'm not going to feel great, but I feel like I've got a bit more of a buzz, like even earlier, a bit more of energy, but you're not always going to feel like that. Maybe with my foot and the antibiotics, I just felt like a bit of a zombie. So yeah, well, anyway, I'm gonna make a cup of tea and have a nice bath and carry on watching the football. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. I don't know when this will upload. Oh, someone's just scored. And thank you for listening again. And obviously there's no need to comment or anything, but it would be nice to know if anyone else in the situation, not like to make me feel better, but more just we can maybe discuss it. And yeah, thank you very much. Bye.